Okie dokie. Welcome back to the Alexandrian Codex. I'm Alex. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. It's been a couple of days since I played any EU4. Yesterday we had the thrilling adventures of me working on my Stellaris mod, which if you joined me for any of that, God bless you. You are heroes. We actually got a lot of work done. That wasn't that bad, but it was pretty time consuming. I think I spent 6 hours streaming that yesterday, so if you really want to go watch me flounder around and try to improve my mod, knock yourself out. But anyway, what are we doing today? So, it looks like we just got out of a war. Was that with the Papal State? Indeed it was. Yeah, France had called us to war, we kicked Spain, we beat you up, I think Austria was there too. Currently you're fighting the Ottomans. And there's some stuff going on, but it's not involving us. What we're gonna do for the foreseeable future is recover manpower. I really left myself at a fun point. Alright, start streaming and sit around not doing anything. Go! Yeah, I'm good. This is smooth sailing in this game from here on out, which is so nice. I'm looking forward to it. Let's see. Angola, no. Gulf of Guinea, no. Natal, nope. Polynesia, Alta California, Calabria. I do actually want to pour into a state. Who's our leader? Raniero, right, you're pretty okay. I think, Cosmo looks sweet. Am I gonna abdicate? Nah. I'm not going to abdicate. Though the temptation is strong. Let's mothball our forts. Are you training? You are drilling. Awesome. I have this fleet of 70 that's just... okay. Do I want to block off California so nobody else can get into it this way? Well, the British have already showed up. Fuck, I didn't even notice that. Did you conquer the native peoples, or did you just colonized it? Ah! No! 9! Well, we got SoCal. Try and grab what I can. Oh, I have a couple, huh? Okay, then get Taki down here as well. Apparently I was not paying the most attention to the colonial game last time, which... whatever. That's fine. It's not ideal, but it's fine. Now, what do I want to get done this session? That's a good question. I want to recover manpower. I want to incorporate these new territories, which we've done really quickly. I want to go beat the ever-loving hell out of France. France? No, not France. Sorry, I saw France on screen somewhere. The Papal State is what I meant. Beat up the Pope, not the French. French are our friends, for now. The French are our friends until we start arguing over this, then maybe not. I should maybe start building a spy network on you. Because this. I kind of want what France has already too, but I'll be pretty happy just grabbing Aragon, Valencia, probably just Valencia I'd be okay with. For the time being. if we can get to the point where I feel like I can actually beat France in a war, my tone will change very quickly. We got about 130 years left in the game, so that's potentially achievable. Potentially. Oh, okay, at least Rhaenyra's out pretty soon. I don't love that. I was about to say we're filthy rich, and then Rhaenyra is losing out on tax income now, which I guess isn't that big of a deal, but fuck, man. Money's nice. Now, I imagine that I checked these buildings already, and it looks like I have. It definitely looks like I came through here and double-checked the buildings. Cool. Did I check the Belarus? Yeah, sure did, huh? Good diligence, Alex. So, Russia might actually win this war. Turns out having allies worked in their favor. Good for them. I feel pretty ambivalently about it, because Russia's nowhere near my zone of influence or area of interest. Because next claim is 30, yeah. Wait, did you seize this from the English? Hell yeah you did, Haida. Hell yeah you did. Siege it all, man. Is this? No. Too many British. Get all these English up out of my colonial California. Don't like it. Don't like it one bit. Alright, manpower needs to recover. Yeah, I actually do want that. France, something with you ended? Royal marriage. These are Spanish separatists. Huh. So we're done with our spy in the Papal States. Let's get this going. Let's remarry. Excellent. It looks a lot like Victoria. I mean, yeah. Yeah, how's it going? I haven't seen you in 3 or 4 years? Has it been that long? Jesus. You played this game. You played this game when it first came out. I remember. We were still in college in Prescott, and you lived down the street from me, and you came over and played either EU3 or EU4 as Castile. It's been a very long time. Well, that's not my problem. So what, is... This is going boringly. No. Fuck. Well, see, now I'm not sure if you played Victoria or, Europa Universalis. I think you played EU4. Victoria has a lot more dealing with, like, your population and complicated Victorian era economics. And I think at the time I was intimidated by that and didn't play it, but I don't know, you could be right. Have you played much of Paradox's games since then? I think you mentioned playing it, more of one of them at some point. My memory is terrible. Oh, yeah. Victoria 2 is a hell of a... Victoria is a... What is the name of that title? Victoria 2 is a hell of a first game to play. It's pretty complicated. could have sworn I remembered you. You like pain. Yeah, that's fair. I could have sworn that I remembered you warmongering against Portugal, but I may be way wrong about that. So how is winter down there? I'm assuming you are still in California land. Is it nice and not cold? Truth be told, up here it's not that cold either. I'm a little jealous. Yeah, poor Portugal. Portugal never did anybody any wrong. 90 degrees on Thanksgiving, holy hell. Oh, alright, I'm not jealous. I'm very happy being up here then. The world is burning. Is California still on fire? I mean, that's probably a silly question, right? Because California is always on fire, but... Isn't this a website? Is California... Yeah, whereiscaliforniaonfire.com. Yep, still on fire. Well, okay, yeah, Portugal did do some things wrong. Mostly in here. A little bit over here. And here. And here. And here. And here. the Portuguese may have fucked up a little bit. I'm just very sympathetic to them, because Portuguese is a very pretty language. That's all I got. What was I doing? Is it the most exciting part of this game? Pausing every once in a while to develop provinces. 44. Oh. Alright then. Hello. Tuscan Empire. That's a weird thing to say. Tuscany having an empire. I suppose Austrian will be embraced? Because why not? Huh. Cool, we hit empire way faster than I thought we would. This has been a fairly long and boring campaign so far. I mean, not like crazy boring, but I'm not doing anything too crazy. I'm just having fun. Remembering how to play the game. Poland looks thick. Poland also looks like they don't... Wait, are you in a... No. Poland never formed their union over Lithuania. But they're allied and married. However, Poland has a union over Sweden, so Poland's even thicker than they look. Poland got all this. Poland's terrifying in this game. Who the fuck is... Bremen? Bremen, get out of Denmark. I have really mixed feelings about naming my colonies after native peoples, and then my colonies turning into, like, conquest-hungry monsters. Like, it's sending some very weird and complicated mixed messages there. Goa, Guinea... I like how it went to northern Polynesia and was centered on Alaska. It's definitely Polynesia. Everything I wanted. Yeah. White Savior Complex. Yeah. Let's look at their culture. I think that's very much what's going on here. Yeah. Yeah. Europa is such a nice game if you just can ignore the glaring fact that, like, colonialism is really, really bad. I think that it would be quite different if, instead of being able to colonize a province by clicking on it and clicking a send button, these hundreds of people actually own the province and you had to declare war on them. That would be pretty bleak, but I mean the real history is pretty bleh. pretty bleak. Colonialism's fine. Just take everything and don't think about it. And that is one thing that is potentially strange about Paradox's games, is they, well, hey, at least declaring war on natives, it's not better, but it would at least force the player to, like, recognize what they're doing instead of, like, passively, like, oh no, it's fine, we're just sending colonists there. It's fine, don't worry about it. Because, I mean, no, you're taking the colony and then, the culture changed to culture that it wasn't before. I wonder what happened to the people there. It's very... The people just disappear. Whereas, when you go to war with a native group, like Illiniwek here, yeah, most players won't care. And I'm sure plenty of people, if they're watching this, jumping in like, oh, he's complaining about social justice issues, not interested. But like, if you conquer a native state, like has happened in Kusa here, the culture stays what the native culture is. But if you colonize a province, like what happened up here in Chisca and is in Kentucky, the culture flips. Weird. But if you colonize something in the old world in Africa, the culture doesn't immediately flip. So why is it that these flip but these don't? I know it's for a gameplay balance reason, but it's just kind of uncomfortable. What space games are you playing that you're talking about feminism? I mean, it fits into pretty much any of them. Stellaris, maybe not. Maybe a little. Space feminism. Feminism. I am not enunciating well at all today. Oh, Kerbal Space Program. Yeah, okay, that's really good, because in Kerbal Space Program, well, it doesn't fit, but only a few of the Kerbals have effeminate names. Yeah, okay, fair enough. I mean, you are broadcasting or recording on YouTube. It's a platform, right? You should use it however you want to use it. Games and art can be really, really good venues to talk about complicated social issues, or just talking about whatever the hell you want. Wait, are there actually more female Kerbals now? Oh, okay. Alright, back in the beta, I remember there being one female Kerbal, and the rest were all dudes. Though, before they put the female Kerbal in there... that's fair. I have a soft spot for Jebediah, just because Jebediah Kerman was the first Kerbal. Yeah, I haven't played KSP in a while. Yeah, Val, that's her name. I was trying so hard to remember what her name is. So why are the French fighting Moroccans in Spain? What's happening here? Mameluke and Cretan Imperialist War. Oh, well, the Mamelukes are finally going after Crete, and because they're Protestant, and... I'm foul. Oh! Oh, what the fuck? Wait, these are actually my rebels, aren't they? Whoops. I really should take a look at KSP to see what they've changed, because I haven't played that since like 2015. Prestige. Marry the Bretons. California. Now, okay, as is tradition. Yeah, I mean, I know It's pretty nostalgic for me too, because we have not talked in a while. I mean, we've texted, but yeah. So I've named all of our colonial nations up to now after native groups in the area, starting with our first colony. So Kumaye sounds a lot like Numa Numaye. Kumaye, known as Tipai Ipai, formerly Kamiya or Taiguano, are native people of the extreme southwestern United States and northwest Mexico. Kumaye consists of two related groups, the Ipai and the Tipai. Tuscany Ipai. He doesn't know indigenous peoples and is a bad social justice warrior. Listen, I don't even know the name for... I was about to say I don't know what name to call people from different states in the United States, but that's probably not true. And there's a remarkable amount of cultures that we just don't learn about in here. I wonder what that is. It's fascinating to be like, oh, wow, yeah, I'm completely ignorant of this culture that has existed in this place for hundreds and or thousands of years, and just never thought about it. I mean, granted, you and I went to a college that's kind of the exception to that rule, and they made pretty big emphasis on trying to be like, yo, let's learn about indigenous peoples of this area, and like, let's think about colonialism a little bit. But for the most part, even in college, even in university, it is not talked about. It is remarkable. Well, not remarkable. It's really disappointing how much the United States, white people in the United States, tried really hard to pretend none of that colonialism stuff happened. And is still happening. Yeah, okay, true. I didn't say they did it perfectly well at the college we went to, just that they tried, which is a hell of a lot better than most people. Yeah. I mean, the internet is such a great tool for learning stuff. In many ways, I can't help but feel that it kind of antiquates a lot of older forms of education. I don't mean it should fully replace like higher education or public education, but like, dang, I can just hop onto Wikipedia and learn about the entire history of any of these peoples, whereas in college I would have to fork over many thousands of dollars to have some white person tell me about it from a book written by a friend of theirs. I'm not bitter, I swear. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Stuff Amy does is saying that she feels like education's fundamental purpose is to teach you to learn, or teach you how to learn. Yeah, art school is different. Trade school is definitely different, because, I mean, I guess I could make the argument that, why don't you just hop on YouTube and watch people do it that way? But there's certainly something different about being in person with somebody who can look over your shoulder. There we go. Let's just get rid of that terrible ruler. How is arting going? Are you... I feel like you were working on a few projects the last time we talked. Choctaw, why? Choctaw, why me? Oh, not me at all. I'm like, I'm nowhere near the Choctaw. Yeah, well, hey, I'm on YouTube, and yes, most of us do suck. And like, it's basically like trying to watch an instructional video, trying to learn something off of YouTube, right? Nice. So are you in a position where you're just doing commissions, or are you getting to be picky about it? Because commissions can be fun if people come up with good ideas. People come up with dumb ideas that are repetitive and cliche. I imagine that could be quite draining. Tutorials are... How are tutorials not like instruction videos? They're just better made, maybe. Oh, you died. Hello, friend. Carlo Corsini. I like Carlo. Excellent fire, my man. Yeah. You can learn tricks and tips and ideas and like loose concepts from tutorials and videos like that, but you're not gonna get feedback, and you're not gonna get the focus it takes to truly master something. Yeah, I think the idea of a practice is something that is really, really difficult to communicate to people. Like, yeah, you can take this, 6-week course, or take a semester class in this, or even, yeah, to really, really get good at something, you kind of have to make lifestyle changes. I was hearing a story from a friend of mine at work talking about someone he knew who grew up and their parents just told them their entire life that they were really good at art. And so they went to art school and they tried pursuing that, and they wanted to get into that professionally. But it turned out the person was just like really bad, and because they were brought up in this environment of just constant positivity, they were never challenged or offered critiques or ways that they could grow or tools to help them grow. And so the person finished their degree, but no one wants to hire them for anything because all this positive feedback has just resulted in their stuff being stagnant and not getting better over the years. That's gotta suck. I've always been very appreciative of the critical people in my life. If, at times, more than others. Let's see, where can I put you? Yeah, I definitely agree that it's on that person. Like, if you really want to get good at something, yeah, put in the hours, seek out the criticism, question everybody who is telling you that you're good all the time. Yeah. I mean, I think that's a great question. Hey, what would you have done better here or different here? I think that's just a great question in general. If, so long as you're asking it from a place where you're confident in your work and, you'll take it with a grain of salt and integrate the feedback into your body of work. But, yeah, I definitely ask questions along those lines a lot. Like, all right, well, what do you think about this? How do you look at this? Okay, so that's Colonial California. Do I want this? Russia picked up exploration ideas, but hasn't taken any. Yeah. I don't know what to do with this colonist. This is already going. This will be going. I guess we can go down to New Zealand, huh? Go down to Kiwi Land? Let's go to Kiwi Land. That's probably offensive. Sorry. Yeah, I mean, you've always kind of held yourself to high standards, as I remember. Take over them kiwis. Yeah, yeah, dumb birds. Delicious fruits, though. Yeah, the birds might actually be good. I wouldn't know. Portugal. Oh, he's going to war against... Yeah, sure, whatever. I'm not gonna send a single boat nor soldier to fight this. Please. Yes! Yes, I finally got a stupid institution to fire in my territory. God, this is taking forever. Where is it? Verona. Verona is where the Enlightenment is going to start. Why in Verona? Don't know. But that's a-okay. Take that tech, take that tech. Fortresses, frigates, counting houses? Do I care about counting houses? Not at all, right? Oh, a little bit. Birds, legs. Yeah, yeah. Legs. Lay eggs twice their body weight. That's right. They're huge. Kiwis preservation has had a serious issue with, like, snakes and stuff like that being imported, right? I don't know why I'm asking you, as if I'm expecting you to have knowledge of these things. But I think that's an issue. Just build them everywhere. Build them everywhere. There we go. Invasive species, yeah. Yeah. Habitat destruction, yeah, you know, all that good stuff that humans do when they move into an environment, Europeans particularly. It's mostly that they were barely fit for survival in the first place. Harsh but true. Funny that they became the national bird, though. Like, really, really funny. You know, national bird of Germany's definitely got to be the eagle. We've got an eagle. Yeah, there are definitely a number of species that would have gone extinct without us. And probably that, there are almost certainly some that would have gone extinct if it hadn't been for us. Not many. They're like New Zealand's pandas. Yeah. They eat more than one type of food, though. Do we have anything akin to that in the United States? Like a life form that's really bad at surviving on its own that we insist on trying to save? I mean, like, maybe bison? Bison are not that smart. And they're also, like, really horribly inbred because rednecks. No, they're a tenacious bunch. I'm from Kentucky. I would know. Rednecks are America's pandas. They are a very resilient people. That's a good one, though. I don't think West Virginia, Kentucky, and the South are going anywhere, unfortunately. I mean, it's really pretty part of the country, and yeah. Did you take more territory down here? Bad vassal? I think you did. Lovable, barely able to survive without intervention, iconic to their nation of origin. Inbred, a little bit. Yeah, I could see it. That's a fair argument. So are my people. Yeah, but... Yeah. I think the same argument could be made for a lot of different people. Didn't we just get out of this war? Okay, whatever. I mean, all of humanity is like ridiculously inbred in comparison to other species, right? Because we had that near mass extinction event quite a while ago that at one point there were human bottleneck, population bottleneck. Yeah, the Toba catastrophe. The human population was reduced to somewhere between 10,000 and 30,000 individuals at some point, so that's why inbreeding is such a bad thing for humans, and other species can get away with it. Yeah, 10K. Yep, you're right. I had to check the wiki page. It's so crazy. Like, there's a news story going around that like, oh, there's a new bird species in the Galapagos, and it was made by, like, inbreeding from a bird that got lost and found its way to the island, which is amazing. And people were joking like, no way could we do that, or those must be really stupid birds. No, the whole inbreeding causing problems thing is a people thing. Yeah, that's minimal threshold for genetic diversity. That'd be such a terrible way for a species to go. Just very slow decline. What is happening here? Polish conquest of Funen. Funen. Let's try that again, game. Funen. I'm not used to this being called Funen. Am I? Oh yeah, I know it's happened to some other species, but... Ugh. Just being like a sentient species like ours. And imagine having a history... Yeah, we definitely won't have bulldogs and a lot of other dog species in 100 years. Those... They're going fast. But like, imagine being smart enough and having written histories of like, oh yeah, our species used to be able to do all these physical things and like live longer than we do now, and we were healthier and smarter and happier, and knowing that there's like nothing to do about it. Wow, bulldogs can't reproduce without medical intervention? That's sad. We've created monsters. Dying because you're a cousin fucker. You know, having intercourse with your cousin isn't the thing that's gonna kill you. But it may be a contributing factor. This is a far cry from the previous videos in this stream. It's pretty good. This series, I mean, not this stream. Not bad though, not bad at all. I don't need money. Bulldogs can't give birth except by C-section. Bred them to have such big shoulders that they can no longer pass through the birth canal. God dang, that is dark. Fun facts with stuff Amy does. Yeah. I wonder how long the onset of that was. Like, at one point, like where the threshold for that genetic change was. Like, period of time where we could actually start doing C-sections reliably on dogs, and like period of time where that inability to reproduce evolved. Must have been same time, right? Because otherwise the mortality rate for bulldogs would have been horrendous. The infant mortality rate 30 years ago. Yeah, all right. Yep. That makes sense. Bulldogs as a species. English bulldog. Yeah, man, they look like a mistake. History. The term bulldog was first mentioned in literature around 1500. Yeah, I knew pugs had a high mortality rate. I didn't know that about bulldogs. Shouldn't be surprising. That's... Yeah. It's so interesting how much we've selectively bred dogs. I want to say more so than any other species. I think more so than any other species. Like more even than our livestock. Just in different varieties. I mean, we have some plant species we've done some pretty crazy stuff too, but as far as animals go, I think dogs are our crowning achievement of genetic manipulation. Which kind of sad, because the domestication of dogs was probably like a consensual thing on the part of the dogs. Mice! Yeah, okay, you're probably right. You're almost definitely right. Yeah. Because of all of our lab testing and needing to produce a stable population, or a constant population for use in lab testing. Yeah, medical mice are all sorts of customizable. You are absolutely right. Yeah. We're like really shitty gods right now. Yeah, but dogs have to domesticated themselves, but cats full on domesticated themselves. Cats were just like, oh hey, you got some food laying around and some nice dumb fat rats, I'll eat that, and slowly inch my way into being your friend. I already have someone here. What kind of a dog do you have? I should probably know this. My first dog was a purebred Labrador Retriever? Well, maybe not my first dog, but my first dog, not the first dog my family had. It's just such a white person dog. Mix. Ah, so she's not a dang inbred. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. I wonder if, how much life expectancy for mixed breed dogs compares to pure breed. Probably a lot better. But like, I wonder what the variation is even one generation of being mixed versus that same generation of a little Chihuahua Basenji? Basenji? I am not pronouncing that word right. Mix. Little hunting dog. Oh god, that sounds like a terror. Little dogs are the bane of my existence. And not from a macho her who likes little dogs things. I love beagles, but I just don't like how angry and mean they are. Like we have a dog bar, a bar which you can take dogs to a couple blocks away, and on the way home from work this last week, there was like teeny tiny dog that picked a fight with a dog 4 times its size. It's just a mean creature. Mixed breeds tend to live longer, lower cancer rates. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Huh. Yeah. Okay, that sounds like a excellent doggo. Excellent doggo. Is this not spread enough that I can embrace again? Seriously? What, you spread based on... No, institutions. Full innovative ideas. I don't have that. Dip 20 scientist. Natural scientist. Yeah, here. Just big enough some heft. Yeah. Yeah. I wonder, I'd love to see a map of the continental United States, or even all of North America, with percentage of different dog breeds per state. I imagine that smaller dogs are probably more common in the south, and larger dogs are more and more common as you go north, just because they'd be more comfortable in the south. But of course, we're such an urban species that I guess it doesn't matter. I mean, huh. what I'm Googling right now. McMurdo Station is I'm sure you know, and people listening probably know, is a research station in Antarctica. There's never been a dog down there, has there? Dog. Pet. Doesn't look like it. Too bad. That's kind of sad. New York is a small dog state. Yeah, people in big cities won't have big dogs. Well, you say that, but I don't know that you're wrong. You're probably right. I see a lot of Shiba Inus. A lot of Shiba Inus. Makes me very happy. Is to have them around, but not have to take care of one. This is our capital, right? We're just gonna do. There we go. The economic curve, yeah. Yeah, it turns out supporting other forms of life is an expensive business. And that having that disposable income is a thing that only people of certain social strata can do. Yeah. People of lower income, particularly homeless people, have larger dogs as a form of security quite often. A lot of pit bulls in Compton. Yeah, you're probably right. I don't think I've seen a lot of pit bulls. No, that's not true. I have. I lived with a police officer for a short while. Wonderful lady. She was a badass. She had 2 adorable pit bulls. They were the biggest babies. I was couch surfing at the time, and the 2 pit bulls got to like me so much that they would try to cuddle me on the couch and would just crush the life out of me. I miss those dogs. Lots of pit bulls in LA. Yeah. Wishing that owners were more responsible for any breed, I think, is a reasonable ask. 1, 2, 3. Let's stop there. It's kind of sad that pit bulls have this, the whole bad reputation about them, because there's not, like, any biological factor that makes them more or less aggressive. That might not be true, but wishes all pet owners were more responsible. Can you really argue with this statement like that? That, well, wait, just humans. Yeah. I wish more parents were responsible too. And I mean, really, what's the difference between a pet owner and a parent, right? Just the species of the stupid little thing you're trying to take care of. Worst the dog can do is bite someone. Worst the person can do is become a fascist dictator under the guise of a genuine election, and then something. Parents should be forced to raise a dog first, or a smart parrot, or something like that, just to prove that they can raise a semi-sentient being, an intelligent being, into adulthood. That should be the test. Of course, you know, the argument is that's not fair to the animals. Why do they have to be raised by a potentially terrible parent? But, Yep. Yeah, most reported dog bites are from Chihuahuas. Do not want to wish that fate on a perfectly innocent dog or bird. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I'd say, like, why not a robot? But same argument, frankly. I wouldn't want to subject a perfectly innocent AI to that. Carry around a sack of flour for a week? Yeah, I mean, a lot of American schools try that instead of teaching people about sex education like any normal, civilized society. I don't know if it works super well. I never did that in school. I never carried around the sack of flour. I don't even think we had, like, the little baby you had to take care of. Maybe we did, and I just don't remember. Okay, so I want to go to war with someone. There's so many people who would be angry at me. If the sack of flowers screamed at 3 a.m. Jesus Christ, can you imagine that? Just have an inanimate object like a sack of flour and just like, I don't know, hide a small speaker with the chip on it that's programmed to start randomly screaming or something like that just to see how they react. You want to go to war? Yeah, imagine that. It's almost like the core mechanic of this game or something. I want to kill the Pope. This is a cool name. Zistis? What does that mean? Zistis. What's a musical group? It's a Greek architectural term for the covered portico of the gymnasium. Why the hell would you name a pope this? Oh, there is a Pope Zistis. Greek. 258. Oh, the last pope to have this name was in 440 AD. Gonna kill the Pope? Do it. Yeah, except the Pope's got some pretty big friends, right? If I check this out. Austria. Okay, that's doable. Trier. No problem. Spain. That's a joke. Poland. Poland is friends with Sweden. So that means continental war. That'd end a lot of colonialism. I don't know about end. And even if you take the Pope out, he just packs up and moves up to northern Germany somewhere. Kill his friends too. Yeah. Yeah, why not? So let's stop drilling. Yep, you're good at fighting. Good enough at fighting. Why don't we upgrade these forts? I hope I don't need to, but it won't hurt. Yeah, tell you to go home at war. You already know. You go home at war. I think you're done, right? We've explored everything there is to explore. Now let's get you. You go home. Corsica. And okay, in a couple months we'll go to war with the Pope. Oh, I should stick my forts back on. Like a smart person. So okay, let's check this. Going to war with the Pope. Portugal wouldn't join. Accepting would destabilize Portugal. Portugal. My mans. My friendly friend. What if you quit being such a whiny baby and help me out, though? I've gone to war for you twice, you bastard. Lending libraries. Great. I want... If I promise France territorial gains, they won't join? What the hell, guys? Okay, whatever. Okay, this is gonna be rough. Let's move over to Urbino and Umbria. What do I want from this war? What has the highest development? 22, 26, 29. I want this. So let's say I'm going to war for Ancona. And that is your capital, huh? Yeah. Call, call, call. Fuck the Pope. Corsica, let's slow this down so I don't do anything too stupid. As I left click and highlight all of Twitch. Drag the mouse off screen. Let's take a look at this actually. How long have we been going? 53 minutes now. I'm not gonna fuck over YouTube by going, well, been an hour. But in 7 minutes, I will YouTube. You've been warned. Selected breeding. We were just talking about that. Topical. Yep. Hungarians coming to play. Should I? Yeah, let's take you. Let's go visit those Hungarians. Go. Ooh, you need to prepare, buddy. I hate this omnipotent AI that they can somehow tell that I'm coming for them. without me giving indication. It's fine. It's fine, it's fine. Let's go back to Rome. Ancana's mine. That's bullshit. Oh, well, it's way down here. That's fine. They have spies. They have very good spies. That would be kind of a cool feature if your spy network were better, you could just see more. Now, I think that is a thing that you can do, actually, to, infiltrate administration? Yeah. Never mind. Paradox did it. That's been in the game since EU3. I'm just like, wouldn't it be cool if they already did the thing they already do? Let's go here. Let's make friends. You go here. But I didn't click on here, so you might not know that I'm coming. You probably do. Wait, no. Go here to help out with the siege. You bombard that, so I don't have to wait so long. Ah, and they left. Back to Rome. This is terribly exciting. Oh, are we gonna fight? Nope, you're gonna run away. Ooh, are we gonna fight? Nope, you're gonna run away. I mean, Poland is fighting the Ottomans. Just the Ottomans. But the AI hate people horribly. And so their troops are probably moving to fight me first. Because angry Swedish robots. That one, I guess. Don't like any of these. Let's play this game now. Yeah, I have that happen a lot when I watch people stream. Particularly when I watch people stream and they're bad, which is why I love Northern Lion. Because he'll stream something, make a lot of pretty stupid mistakes, and it'll just make me go like that whole thing where you're watching a friend be bad playing a game, just like, give me the controller, give me the controller. So he's really good at selling games. Because he's not very good at them. It's such a mean thing to say. He's a wonderful person, but no, that's what I get out of watching him. Yeah, the whole like, I can do better, please just let me do better thing. This isn't going hot. Oh right, because they're Poland, and this Michael von Witten, Miko von Witten is a goddamn god. Right, we're going back to Rome. This is awkward. Talking about people being bad at games, but then I'm not even looking at what I'm doing. Let's have you go up to Parma. Are you gonna hop in? Yeah. We all hop in here. So, Carlo Orsini is at least... God, I need to roll better than that. I did not deserve to survive that. Not at all. Oh. Thank you for running away when you didn't have to, AI. Thank you. Regularly crashes your vehicles unnecessarily. Yeah, but it's Kerbal Space Program, right? Like, that's the point. Well, not the point, but that's a lot of the charm of it. Is the violent death of your crew repeatedly. Because you can just wind back time and do it again. France, do something. I beg of you. Leave and do something. Oh, this is horrible. Just horrible. Saw the time control mod so I could blow stuff up in slow motion. That sounds really satisfying. It sounds quite satisfying. I need to... Nah. France, though. You know, okay, because I'm having difficulty right now, let's take a look at... I do have a discipline guy. Oh, you can only promote people in your culture group. Interesting. Oh, okay. Let's get you. Let's look at the policies I have. Clan leader fire, nice. Definitely getting that. Man, maybe want this if I need to finish economic ideas. One viewer who roots for you to fail, and there's probably many more who are just creeping and not admitting that they're plotting or cheering on your failure. Honestly, when I watch streams or stuff on YouTube, I am definitely a worker. Worker is the word I wanted. I definitely work. The only time I ever leave comments is when they ask for how to do something. Then I typically just link them to the Games Wiki article. Because, like, yeah, I'm a nice person. So Pope, why are you not doing worse here? You're occupying some stuff up in Utrecht. That's it. That's really it. Oh, okay. Well. Is it just female Kerbal players, or do they get creepy about female players in general? Because I feel like it's probably just creepy in general, right? The internet, for all of its technical wonders and innovation over time, still has some pretty middle school level social capabilities and nuances female gamers have. Oh yeah, 24 paper on it. What was that paper for? Was it just for funsies? I had somebody joking in my chat that because I was programming on here yesterday, that they might as well be watching me write an essay. They're not wrong. Okay, France. Anyone want out of this war? They're the Papal State, Spanish Canada. Spain's kind of ready to lead the war. Not quite, though. Oh, you are. Give me that. Oh shit, you'd give me stuff. Nerds of male privilege, senior thesis. Oh. Interesting. Feel like that's in an academic setting, I think that'd go over pretty well, but if you presented that on like Reddit or on here, you would probably get a lot of not so happy commenters. Yeah, work twice as hard to get half as much. Yeah. Yep. Yup. And you know, I'm saying yup, but it is very nice to be able to enjoy that privilege when you have it. Cannot deny that. But it's kind of horrifying too. Wow, really? How the hell could they dismiss that as being unimportant? I mean, when you graduated, particularly older people might not have a proper appreciation for, older people may not have a great appreciation for the relevancy of the internet culturally. I know I had a hard time with that with some of my papers in college when I was arguing about hacktivism and its importance in the years to come, which, fuck man, it has kind of defined every major political movement in the last decade? Yeah. That's one thing academia is really bad about, is trying to get you to get print sources. Like, oh yeah, I'll go find a fucking book written about hacktivism, about this event that happened, 3 months ago. Yeah, sure, I'm gonna go find some jackass who got a book written, published, and peer-reviewed in 3 months, and I'm gonna cite that in my doctoral thesis, or in my, very timely thesis. No, you're not. You're not going to be able just to walk down to the library and find a book. They don't exist. Yeah. Yeah, you're like, there isn't print source. This story broke on Twitter last night. Yeah, Now, I get it. I get, from their perspective, what they're trying to teach is this methodology, right? That you cite primary sources because secondary sources aren't the most reputable thing in the world, and you want people to... Yeah, I get it. But it's so antiquated, and academia is taking a long time to properly recognize just how antiquated it is. Although I feel like a lot of people there do recognize it, and they're just in deep, deep denial about it. Methodology is changing fast, and it's kind of terrifying because primary sources, they're nice, right? Like, it's nice to be able to say, well, wow, this book says so, so it is true. It's kind of scary living in a time period like we do now when new information is popping up all the time and the diffusion of that information is so uncontrolled. Yeah, like you just said, information is proliferating so much faster than it even did 5 or 10 years ago. Exponentially faster, too. It's incredibly... Yeah, primary sources are much more common. Yeah, I misspoke. I meant, like, physical primary sources, like a dictionary. Well, dictionary isn't a primary source, is it? It's often used as one. I mean, like, an ancient tablet or something like that, what you typically associated with it. Yeah. The problem with a lot of digital media as primary sources is, you know, you always have that possibility or that insinuation that it could be fabricated or modified. Yeah, establish secondary sources and ways to verify the validity of, old white man sources or Fox News and whatever the encyclopedia on his table says. I mean, like, ways to recognize and assert the, truthiness of a primary source. Like, that it's not just fake or made up or fabricated. Hashtag fake news. And because we don't really have those things set up right now, that's why it's so easy for so many people to say, oh, fake news, no, I don't believe it, I don't care if you saw it on here. Books are a tool of the patriarchy. I mean, not wrong, right? I mean, I know you're joking, but you're not. The statement isn't inaccurate, right? Like, in Europe, for a long time, literacy was something restricted to men as much as possible, and even then, only men in power. Like, in this time period, even in the late 1700s, fucking relevant pop-up game, warriors do not read books. Yeah, literacy has been a means to control the population for a long time. Yeah, I know, you're half joking. It's history is such a frustrating thing to love. Because it's so exciting at times, and it's so damn crushing at other times. Burn the books. Burn all the books. That's maybe not the best approach. I think some people in this area tried practicing that in the mid part of the last century. I don't think it worked out too well. Tuscany. Okay, so for anyone watching on YouTube, it has been over an hour, so come back next time. Thanks for hanging out. We're gonna still be at war, and it's still gonna be pretty quiet. Thanks for hanging out. Bye.